This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Tuesday, November 14. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. A local entertainer is among 3 people due to appear in court today on drugs charges. Barbadians Betty Griffith-Payne of West Terrace Heights and Maria Alexa Griffith of St. Joseph, as well as Guyanese Kwanzaa Canterbury, were arrested and jointly charged with unlawful possession of cocaine with intended to supply, and trafficking and conspiracy to traffic the drug. The drugs weighed 12.5 kilos with a value of $625,000. The incidents were allegedly committed between November 7 and 10. Griffith and Griffith-Payne face an additional charge of handling cocaine, while Canterbury is also charged with possession of cannabis with intent to supply, and trafficking of the drug. The cannabis weighed 1 kilo, valued at $8,000. In other police news, the lawmen are seeking the public's assistance in identifying a man who is wanted in connection with a number of criminal matters. Police are asking anyone who can provide information on this man to contact the District A police station at telephone number 430-7242 or 430-7295. You can also call the police emergency number 211, Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477 or the nearest police station. In other news this afternoon, the Barbados Workers Union and management of the Transport Board are due to meet today in an attempt to settle a number of concerns of the workers. Employees walked off the job yesterday over a number of grievances which they said were not being addressed. These include job security and the safety of drivers while on duty. Transport and Works Minister Michael Lashley told Barbados Today there are several other matters which also need attention.
And the other issue basically is that there is some issues in relation to threats from certain passengers on the bus while he's carrying out their duties. And then, of course, the fact that there's some issues relative to the fact that some of the buses are not in the best of shape and is impacted on their load. So we've agreed that we discuss all these issues, and tomorrow we'll start the discussion, and we agree. They wanted to start back tonight, but of course we agree that given the lateness of the hour, that it's better to start tomorrow morning at 7:30.
St. James North MP Edmund Hinkson is reiterating a pledge by opposition leader Mia Mottley to restore government subsidies for local students attending the University of the West Indies. Students were required to meet the cost of tuition from the 2014 academic year, and UWI Cave Hill officials have since recorded a drop in enrollment figures. Hinkson told reporters this morning that the restoration of the government tuition payment will be among the first orders of business if the Barbados Labour Party forms the next government.
We have always said that this was an absolutely backward and totally wrong move to make, and Ms. Mottley has given that commitment without any conditions being attached whatsoever, that the Barbados Labour Party government as its first priority would, from the school year, the academic year 2018 to 2019, remove the requirements which now exist for Barbadians to have to pay their tuition fees to do a course or to do a program at the University of the West Indies.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Indulge your every craving at this year's Barbados Food and Rum Festival, November 16th to 19th. Thursday, the festival kicks off at Oystons. Friday, the Barbados Concord Experience, 8 chefs, 6 mixologists and the energetic Spice & Company. Saturday, taste the spirits of polo featuring Chef Jason Howard. This would not be Barbados without a beach party. Sunday, enjoy an impressive lineup of Barbadian entertainers at the Hilton for Feet in the Sand. And the weekend would not be complete without the Gourmet Safari Dinner Series at the Cliff, the Crane and the Tides. Remember, November 16th to 19th. Get your tickets at TicketPal box offices today.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. The Bahamas introduces new plans to curb criminal activity, particularly revenge killings. We get the details from ZNS Network News in Nassau.
In addition to the $20 million Citizens and Justice Crime Fighting Program that's now ongoing and sponsored by the Inter-American Development Bank targeting at-risk youth, Undersecretary in the Ministry of National Security, Mr. Eugene Poitier, says the police also intend to work closely with renowned psychologist Dr. David Allen to address revenge killings in the Bahamas.
What normally happens is after the police is gone and the forensic scientists are gone, there's still that residual resentment, anger, and feeling, which leads to revenge killings. Okay? What we don't want to do is to end up in a situation like other countries like Jamaica, where you have what is called mob killings. So, since nearly 50% of murders involve conflicts and revenge killings, the ministry will partner with Dr. Allen and other similar programs that seek to intervene in the lives of troublesome males at a young age, with a view to preventing them from becoming socially fragmented from society. That sense of alienation and being disjointed is a major factor.
The British Virgin Islands are said to receive a $3 million loan from the Caribbean Development Bank to clean up in the aftermath of 3 major storms this year. The territories were hit by a tropical wave in August and 2 Category 5 hurricanes in September. Premier Dr. Orlando Smith told legislators on Monday that $600,000 of that figure will be given as a grant. And finally, on the international scene, one North Korean soldier is in critical condition after fleeing to the south on Monday. He was shot and wounded by the North Korean military. We get the details in this Reuters report.
There's an unlikely patient at this hospital in South Korea, a soldier from the other side of the world's most heavily militarized border.
There are more than 7 ruptures of the internal organs, and several of them are penetrating wounds.
Doctors have pulled 5 bullets from the North Korean, who was shot at by his own countrymen on Monday as he attempted to cross the border and flee to the south. U.S. and South Korean soldiers managed to rescue him, but he's in critical condition, with an estimated 2 bullets still inside his body.
His car had tumbled into a drain on the north side. He hadn't crossed the border at that point. He was alone in his car and the North Korean guards were shooting at him, so he started running on foot.
South Korean officials say there was a hail of bullets from the north as the soldier ran through the demilitarized zone. He was found unarmed and rushed to surgery while still in his uniform, which indicated he held a lower rank. More than 1,000 North Koreans defect to the south every year, but most make the journey through China, and attempting to cross the DMZ is extremely rare. Seoul says it's the first time North Korean soldiers have fired towards the south side of the joint security area, where soldiers from the 2 sides stand practically face to face, prompting complaints from lawmakers that South Korea should have shot back. Officials say Seoul has informed Pyongyang of the wounded soldier's condition. A UN investigation is also underway.
That's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.